What is up, everybody?
We're off to a great start. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Thank God the chat wasn't in the green room. Let's just.
Oh my God.
Everyone's faces, though. That was it.
That was wonderful. I'm like, sweet. Nobody knows what that acronym means. Oh, this is going to be wonderful.
I haven't heard it in a minute. That's why it caught me off guard.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
I've never heard that ever. I'm going to use that one though.
Yes, please do.
But yes, welcome back, everybody. Paranormal Mysteries Live. Tonight we are doing YouTube reactions, so it's a bit of a just take the piss, have a drink, and just have a laugh. Well, Amy's going to be sitting out tonight. She's just not feeling up to it.
Okay.
We've got a lot of shit going on anyway.
Yep.
But obviously, every week we dedicate this show, and this week we're dedicating it obviously to Dave. We'll wish him a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Happy birthday.
How old is Dave now, Kerry?
21.
You both just turned 21, right?
She's a keeper,
Right.
Dave. She's a keeper, man.
I'll keep a secret for anyone.
But yeah, welcome everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining us again. Apologies, it is later tonight. I have only just got out of work because my boss is a dick. But there you go.
Now it's on the internet, so
Yeah, no. Now your boss can probably see this.
Is it easier if I call your boss a dick?
Yeah,
Because what you want to do to me? Yeah, Tom's boss.
Yeah.
You're a right prick.
well,
dude.
he might fire Tom just because you're a dick.
Well,
I will laugh so bad though now if I get pulled in the office.
Good-
and I don't go in.
good dude. Good riddance. Good riddance.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't be
Sorry, Tom. You can come work for me.
And me.
That's when I would come
I
back
love
to
what
Days.
Chantel says 21 with 20 years of experience.
And a little bit more, Chantel.
Whoa.
Oh God.
Wow.
So yeah, before we get into tonight, Nick, I believe you're nearly finished, or you have finished your stories.
Yes. I got one little piece I got to fix for the last story because, I don't know what it is with the recordings, but like when I first get started, there was like some glitch or something when I'm about to introduce a story. So I just got to re-narrate the intro. And then at the end, there was another glitch. So it's only going to take like 5 minutes to fix. But other than that, it's done. The editing's done.
Good.
Yeah, that's the grind, dude.
You
The
still
editing is
listen,
the longest grind.
Yeah, you still got time to spare, man. You got a couple weeks before Halloween, so you got those out perfectly.
Well, I still got it. The only thing I still have to now, it's all of a matter of getting the sound effects and music in, which, of course, like I said, fortunately, I'm already about more than halfway through. 9 stories from Tales from Valley View Cemetery has already been uploaded, so I only got 8 more stories to go. And I am hoping that I could try to get 2 more stories uploaded today. But again, it's not as easy as it seems because now, when you're going through that process, you got to find the right music, the right sound effects for it to fit with the story. I was just doing that with one other story the other day, and literally it's like, it sounded great, but it's like when I have it with the situation at the beginning of the story, I'm like, kind of sounds sort of depressing actually. So I had to find a different type of music, which took me a longer process before I was able to find the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was listening to Angel Music, or it's something along those lines with the title. I think it was like the first one you put up the other day.
Music.
Yeah, the music. Yeah, again, both the music and the sound effects were spot on. So yeah, kudos to you, man. Nobody. Tuna's just gone. Tuna, I think, has swum on to other channels.
Tuna's been gone for what?
I'll send. Yeah, Tuna's been gone a while. I'll send Tuna a T-mail. It's Tuna mail. I'll send him a T-mail. Find out what happened. But
what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, freaking heck.
yeah, check Nick's stories out. He's got a great voice for it. He puts a lot of work into it, and dude just does a smashing job on them.
Yeah, when you guys see these new stories that I've uploaded so far, you'll understand why this took a lot longer to do than the last series that I've done. Because I'll start off with this. Some of these stories are literally 20 minutes long.
Yeah, it does take ages. Like, I mean, the live show we did the other night, Kerry, where you came on.
Yeah.
I have only just put that stuff on the computer. I haven't even started looking at it yet. Like, they're getting the
Takes
time to edit
ages.
these things. It does.
Well,
I
you guys got a lot going on too. So
I only
tell me
make
about
1 minute or 3 minute videos, and that takes me ages for TikTok. So I can't imagine how long 20-minute,
Yeah.
an hour, whatever. That must take bloody all day.
I'm like when I advertise the shows, like you say on TikTok or Instagram, it takes me a good 10, 15, 20 minutes. To get it all
I have one video on my channel that's like over 2 hours long. It was from when Tui and I went to South Carolina to visit Ed.
Yeah.
And I had to go through all the footage I shot and condense it down to 2+ hours. And that literally took weeks to do. Weeks to do. You know, I think, I mean, anybody that does YouTube knows, or like has any kind of like production experience, knows that the editing is A, where all the magic happens, and B, where all the time goes.
Yep.
It's the most grueling part of a video.
That's why when I was working on the last story yesterday, when I mentioned earlier in the message that, because I said there was still one more story I had to cut through, which I had to go through 53 minutes of audio. I spent the majority of yesterday doing nothing but that. The only time I didn't do it was because I actually had to be on another show last night as a guest, which was a great show, by the way. But by the time that I was about to, like, you know, finish things up, I was only 9.5 minutes away, but I fell asleep because of, you know, from exhaustion. So it was just right before I came on here that I finally finished that last story.
Jeez.
Yeah, just take over your time. But yeah, so tonight we're doing video reactions. I found a few. I haven't even watched them yet, so I haven't got a clue what's going to happen. But guys in the chat, if you want anything you want us to look at or see off YouTube, drop it in the chat or send me a message, and I will get it up and we'll have a look.
I don't think you can send links in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
I think you can.
No, are you sure? Because I think people have tried it before and it didn't work. We'll see. We'll see if anybody finds.
If you can.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'll be able to copy and paste it. It's coming in someone's fridge. All right, so this is the first one. This is they're all like compilations of clips. Because you can't really find like individual ones, but I'll go with this one. I haven't got a clue what's happening. This could be a shit show.
Never.
Yeah, why?
It's always a shit show, isn't it? At some point.
Wow. Wow. Marty, you're fired, bud.
I'm just telling the truth.
Here we go.
Okay.
So.
I think I've seen this one.
I have definitely not, and that's a good thing. I haven't seen most of these, so these are okay.
Is that it?
I don't think you that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, stuff falling off the shelf.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What was this on TikTok?
I assume this is the same person's house.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's got some force behind it.
It really does. Like, that's really pulling it.
Yeah.
No. Now I've seen.
Yeah. What's that in the bottom right? That little shadow thing.
No,
behind
go
the
back
door.
for a second. I didn't see that.
Yeah, watch. Wait till the door closes. Look at the bottom right hand where the door, like right underneath the doorknob. Look.
Oh.
It could just be something behind the door.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, is it garbage?
I mean,
that's a weird place for garbage, but
it is pretty.
It's a weird place for anything, right?
Anything, yeah, right behind the door.
Let me see if I can slow it. You might be able to see it better.
I just love how weird it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it's in a hallway.
Yeah.
See, I've seen these people before in their footage, and I've always been a little bit
skeptical.
Yeah.
I mean, like you say, though, nowadays, we were talking the other night, Marty, like,
yeah,
you can fake anything nowadays.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Like in a situation like this, all you need is fishing string and a bunch of your friends.
Yeah.
Moving.
Just be in different positions to make all this happen. So, I mean, but Kerry, you know, this stuff does happen. It could be real.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I assume this is a compilation of activity, not all in one day sort of thing. But,
right. Well, I think the next shot right after this was in an office.
It's definitely some type of. That's what I could say. It's really like the poltergeist activity.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen doors move on their own, like, and stuff with no wind or anything. So it does. Yeah, it does happen.
But it's also very rare.
It is, extremely rare.
Right, and a lot of it too is like this. It goes with the UFO stuff. Like,
I've got some of them tonight as well.
Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff. It's like, okay, why were you just like shooting the mountain range on video instead of taking a picture?
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden a UFO appears out of nowhere, a clear picture of one.
Yeah, it's like what were you? Like, you just decided to film the sky, and then this happened, or like you you know, why is there a camera running?
Right,
exactly. If you get people film that the most random shit, and you think, why are you even filming that?
Well, that's why I think a lot of the greatest shit that happens you don't see, you hear about. Because you can't. I mean, if something creepy's happening, you're not going to be able to get your phone out, and maybe.
Right,
you can get your phone out in enough time, but
even in like a UFO situation, like you're still perplexed by what you're looking at because you're trying to figure it out. You don't think about pulling your phone out and hitting the video and starting to record because you're still trying to figure out and process what you're looking at. And by the time you can even think about pulling your phone out, it's over with. It's gone, and all you have is a story.
Yeah,
exactly. I mean, that one, I don't know. I do think that's somebody there. That looked like it moved when it was opening the door.
It could be, yeah. It also could be something behind the door.
But, I mean,
it could. You're very right. But I mean, a lot of these, I mean, and I hate to say it because I like to consider myself a pretty open-minded dude. When I see a lot of these, the number one thing that goes through my head is why is this being filmed? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have cameras, and if you just think of the logistical problems of that, like, you'd have to have security cameras running in every room of your house, all the time, and then you'd have to, you know what I mean? It's just like, well, why? I mean, maybe it could be, but I don't know.
I think on their defense, they're a young couple, if I remember correctly, and they started to get activity, so they started filming it, hence the different cameras in different rooms.
Oh, okay.
And it's slowly picked up, apparently. The thing I want to say about it, though, is, okay, it's not easily to move out because obviously finances, but this sort of shit goes down quite regularly from what I'm seeing from their channel. I don't think I'd feel safe in there after seeing some of the things that they're showing. I mean, they're all sort of like laughing it off at times. And I'm like...
It's like Chantel said. She was like, that's a nope for me. I'm a moving.
Yeah. There's a limit. I mean, when they're capable of throwing a knife across the kitchen.
With that amount of force too. Yeah. And it's not like there was like any kind of air pressurization behind it. Like, you know,
you would have heard that.
You would have heard it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's serious stuff now. So
there is a limit. I mean, even like here with the stuff that we do here, like there is a limit.
Yeah.
It has to be, because once it gets to the point where it gets dangerous, it will just keep like you said, it keeps escalating.
Yes.
And the more attention you give it, the more it'll escalate and it'll just spiral. And we're noticing that with some stuff. Like, I mean, like I haven't even spoke to Amy about it yet. But I'm seeing a lot more shadows here at the moment. I'm getting people coming up behind me. I was in the kitchen. I haven't even told Amy this. Apologies, Amy. I was in the kitchen just looking out the window. I was just cleaning up, and I swear to God, I heard Amy coming behind me, and I saw her shadow on the wall, and I felt her still behind me. Bizarre. And I turned around, and there's nobody there.
Oh, it was me. I wanted to see what you were making. I was hungry.
But I mean, that's becoming more and more common for me now, and it's a little bit unnerving.
Yeah. So can you imagine if this is correct and real, how it must be feeling to them living in this property?
Yeah. And by the looks, I thought that was a high chair. I was going to say, because if they've got kids, like, you don't want that shit going on when you got So a clip say fits in with what he caught on a screenshot at the end creeped me out. Looks pretty legit to me. Yeah, send it over, Chantal. I'll see if we can bring that one up. And good point, T. Yeah, a lot of people do have these Wi-Fi security cameras now that they record movement as well.
Yeah. So they'll start recording as soon as movement happens. They're not recording the entire time.
So that does help when people do these kind of things.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the next one is. No, I've got it on mute.
It's like an office, like a back office of a store or something.
Okay. Oh, it's filming the security camera.
Yeah.
See, these look more legit to me when they're filming the security.
Right, because it's coming from a security camera. Yeah.
Oh, that's like a dude filming it. I was like, well, it looks handheld. I'm like,
I was
oh,
gonna
he's
say,
filming it
it
off
looks
the
like
screen.
he's filming the
Oh, okay.
computer.
Yeah. I got you.
That's quite believable. That one.
Yeah, it's subtle and it's what the spirit world usually does.
Yeah, exactly. This one's you make your own mind about this one if you see it.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, that's cool as fuck. Oh, that's cool.
I'll slow it down for you so you guys can see it.
Nick, I don't want to alarm you, but there's something behind you trying to get in.
Yeah,
that was pretty crazy.
That is quite cool.
It was like a mist almost.
Yeah.
It's got a face. If I pause it on the face, you can actually see their face. If I can.
The way it walks through the car too is quite cool.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's Marty.
I'm not that white.
It was the long. I mean, he's got the same haircut, probably, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a mist. It could be a.
I mean, if that's a mist, it's a pretty localized, and creepy mist. I've never seen a mist be able to go through a car before, so that's pretty impressive.
Pretty good, that one. And to try and fake that would be hard because it's so translucent. So trying to get it to match up without any edges would be so hard.
Interesting.
I'm no editor, but I could imagine it would be easy.
I wouldn't have a clue how to fake something like that.
I
Any
don't
of
know
it.
what's next, so we'll soon find out. Is that it? Did it stop playing?
Don't know.
See, it's just those friggin' dolls, man.
Something's happening. Oh, it's doing it again. Look, here we go.
Oh, am I still at bloody half speed? Stupid idiot. Isn't it?
I never changed it back.
It's been a long day. There we go.
That's interesting.
That's crazy. That's
Oh,
crazy.
it's got legs as well.
Yeah, I saw that when it was coming through the license plate. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, we saw this one. This was the ghost car disappeared.
Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah.
Is it the ghost car or just me?
Yeah, it's the one that turns to the left, I think, or one of those ones. It just disappears.
Yeah, they see something.
I'm pretty sure that's this one. Oh no, maybe this is a different one.
Shit.
What
Did you
was
see
it?
that?
I missed it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought
Somebody stood there. There's a black figure.
What the hell? Okay, this is a different video. I thought this was one I've seen before.
Oh, right there on the left.
Yeah.
See, that's
How about
quite
that?
legit, 'cause I've seen spirit look like that.
Oh, and then it like turns into a mist, and like, does that like go in front of the the windshield?
I don't
That's
know.
insane.
That was weird.
Is that something else?
That's definitely a creepy ass house.
I wonder if that looks like an abandoned house.
That reminds me of a house we used to go in when I was a kid. And that was creepy as shit when we used to go in there.
Tom, I dropped a link into
Look at safe,
into the family in Facebook.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I'll you can see the.
Yeah,
kid stood there. There's a kid stood here.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah, that would have been me. I'd have been like, dude, why are you stopping?
Let me just bring that up 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's no burglar in dark clothes.
Yeah, see, I think that's where all burglars go wrong. They wear dark clothing. And that's how you're going to spot them immediately. You got to wear bright day glow shit. And people are going to think that you work for a moving company or something. Like, you get yourself one of those like Walmart vests and go in and like just rob people blind and be like, I work for blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, well, he's got the clothes. So
is it the
like
okay,
was that just me? I work for Amazon. Yeah, I think the fact that they would admit that they admitted that would be the best part. It's like, yeah, I work for Amazon. It's like,
Can you imagine? You see
No,
someone
you
like
can play it from the
walking-
beginning. There is a certain part. I'm not sure where in the video the specific, because Nuke tops 5. He does 5 videos. I'm not sure which out of the 5 is the video that I want you to look at. I know what, like, I had to look it up. This guy does a really good job, and he just takes clips from the internet. So this is Franco TV. This is a guy that goes into cemeteries and stuff and just takes a camera with him, and he captures stuff, and then he posts it on his YouTube page. And Nuke's Top 5 just basically takes and condenses them into just short videos.
Okay.
This one, there's a, I don't know, it's like a crypt or something like that. There's
You're a crypt.
there's a music box playing.
The thing in the crypt.
This one, I think this is it. This one's nuts.
Paranormal investigation inside an allegedly haunted graveyard. In the video, Frank stays so late that he actually ends up getting accidentally locked inside the creepy cemetery.
That would suck.
Yeah.
You got to really pay attention though when he focuses
Yeah,
on
you can get through that. Stop it. I'm fat and I can get through that shit.
when he
Knock it off.
focuses when it
Stop
gets dark
playing.
and he focuses on
Well,
the
some of
crypt.
us could fit through anyway.
I'm still in this graveyard.
Get a car through
I'll
that.
see
Why
this
does this guy
before.
remind me of J Station? That creep from the internet.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
There's a music box playing inside that crypt.
Wow.
Oh no, what was that doing in there?
With
There-
all the things to be playing, would it be a music?
Well, the thing is, he goes in there and there's no music box,
It's a bit
Oh,
random.
and
isn't
he never pans the camera away. That's what I love about this guy. He did, like, you're going to see one where he never pans the camera away. He keeps the light on the crypt the entire time. It's like fucking freaky.
Huh.
This might be it.
The only thing with noises is you can edit. it
This
over
isn't
the
just a
top.
noise though. Watch that pillar right there. That he's like that pillar on the right hand side.
Okay.
So now he's looking at the crypt. I think it was it this one. There's a crypt that looks like this that he did.
Which is right in front of me somewhere around there. And I'm gonna take you guys to check this area out.
That's what I love about you, Marty. You always are on top of things.
Guys, after this video's done, I actually got to get up for just a minute. So, because I got to ask my parents something really important. But just so you guys know, if you see me disappear, I got to
Yeah,
take
no,
care
we
of
do,
it.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
worries. And yes, Nick, the answer is yes, I will marry you.
Yeah,
I don't fuss like that.
If you were looking, okay.
no way, bro.
No, I
All
don't-
right,
I
so
just
watch
don't
Paranormal. Watch
like
right there. Look at that shadow right in the doorway.
Oh, yeah.
someone's
Now
sticking
watch.
their
He's
head
not going to take it. He's not going to take the flashlight or the camera off that spot. He's going to run straight up to it.
down. No, he's
You're going
right.
to see it. You're going to see
I mean,
it duck
he's
out
got
of
some
frame.
bollocks. I'll give him
It
that.
slowly ducks out of frame, and he goes right up to it and
my
goes right inside the crypt.
Yeah, see, no, because there could be a cut as soon as that light went off. You can cut.
Yeah.
You can cut.
I've done stuff like that where you can just cut. Like as soon as that light goes off, if there's
But you
any
have to
break or
remember something,
interruption,
Adam. I use flashlights. His flashlight's going nuts right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but I mean, if I'm not there, I can't
He could,
validate
right?
it.
Exactly. He could cut it. You're absolutely right. But with the flashlights and with his camera continuously rolling, this is what we were talking about. You need the raw
But why?
footage.
But why would it affect? Why would it affect the flashlight and not
The
the
energy.
camera?
It depends on the energy. If it has enough energy to manifest into a shadow that you can keep a camera on, it's got enough energy to affect your flashlight because
Yeah,
he's
they
still
do
cutting the
affect
scene.
Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is, why would it affect the flashlight and not the camera? I mean, they're both electrical equipment, and like you were just saying, if it's got enough energy
I
to
don't-
manifest itself, I'm just trying to play.
No.
devil's
I
advocate here.
agree with all what you're saying. It's
don't
just
seem
it's
to
so
affect
weird that he
everything.
just
It's
they don't
difficult,
affect
isn't it?
everything. Man, if I become that guy,
I mean,
they can mess. I mean, think about that. They were taking knives out of drawers. You know, why didn't they affect the picture on the wall? You know, but they took stuff out. They can affect whatever they decide to.
I mean,
okay,
we've had stuff with our cameras where like the picture will go, but the sound's still running.
Yeah.
And then the other way around, and there's nothing wrong with the camera. It's never done it before, but it's at a certain moment.
Right. It's either I don't want to be heard or I don't want to be seen.
Okay. All right.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely, with that, the flashlight,
You could fake it, 100%.
But I don't know. Yeah, I suppose
it's just
really
weird how it kind of like just slowly goes back in. He goes right up to it, and there's nothing inside the crypt.
I mean, if it is real and he does go to like, he's got some fucking bollocks. I mean,
oh yeah, 100%.
He's very good at editing. If that's the case, he's really good at it.
I mean, but you don't even. That's the sad part is you don't even have to be good. If the screen
you got to make
black,
sure that your frames line up when you got the camera pointed, because as you
you don't, because he's in motion while he's doing it. So if he's walking up to it, it doesn't matter if the frame doesn't match up because he's in motion. It's been established. I'm apparently going to be that dick on this show. No, it wouldn't. Dude, edits cuts are seamless these days, like for the most part, unless it's and I hate to say it, but it's easy to replicate. I've done it. I've done smash cuts like that, where like you like
100%
you spin the camera. I'd have a camera. I'm facing me. You spin it real quick, and you make the cut while it's spinning, and then you spin it back in, and you just make the cut from where you spin out to where you spin in, and it's seamless. It just looks like you move the camera up and move back, and you're in a different location. Yeah.
Yeah. And with the flashlight going on and off, it distracts your eyes from
from anything else. I mean, when it goes, I'm sorry. I'm gonna
no, it's 100% true. But again, this is what we talked about. If it's real, that's the scary shit part of it. It's like
100%, 100%.
This is definitely it. I mean, I can guarantee there's even people out there that like say some of our stuff like we fake it and stuff, and we could easily fake it. But
but you guys don't. You guys are different, and that's the one thing that's cool about having knowing you guys outside the show. It's like I'm sorry, go ahead.
They're different because we know them.
That's fair.
If we didn't know them and they just posting stuff and we saw a video, you could have a complete skeptical opinion on it.
I don't know. Tom's got some pretty convincing tattoos.
It's weird how you know that. Like you're way closer to him than I thought.
I did think, how does he know
Just saying.
Okay.
I want to see Amy's face right now. This is going to be great. What is going on?
Yeah, but the Franco, I mean, it could be anyway. It's so crazy. Like that one too. I think this one can be faked. Like I saw this. The ball rolls down the hallway, but the ball goes into a room that's got the dude's name Ryan written on the wall. They could have pre-written that, had somebody down the hallway because the hallway's dark, kick the ball in, or just place 2 balls.
I mean, if you place 2 balls, I'll place 2 balls. Listen, so I
was going to say, someone phone ringing there, lads. Is that me?
It's not me.
That's not me.
No, my phone was ringing.
Oh, it was yours.
T had a good point. The reason why it may affect flashes, not just cameras, could be because of frequencies, currents, and voltages.
That's very true. But I look at it like this: if you look like magicians and illusionists, they make the impossible happen directly in front of you. Directly in front of you. And granted, there's subversive moves and like all sorts of tricks and stuff. You never see them. You never see them. It's all about misdirection and stuff. So it's. I don't know. Like I totally like. Don't get me wrong. I'm 100%. I believe in the paranormal and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just I feel that maybe it's a little easier psychologically to cope with it being faked than seeing that shit in person and being like, that's kind of scary. I don't know. I'm apparently the skeptic side tonight. I
dude. That's what this industry needs and the business needs is skeptics, because if you don't have anybody questioning it, everybody's going to believe anything you tell them. You know what I mean? So you can't have that either.
But that's a good point you said about like magicians and that, because I was very much like that about mediums until we met Kerry.
Yes.
Kerry's amazing.
I've seen like Darren Brown and stuff like that. They've told people things that only they know, none of their family, and they've done this through magic, and it's I don't know how they do it, but he's no medium by any means, but they can do it. But then when we met Kerry and the things that she's like, the reading she's done for us and the things we've seen her do and what Dave was saying, it has completely changed my mind about what mediums can do. And I think it's
my
like
light just flickered. That was weird.
Okay. I think that, like you said, Hefty, it's like if you know them, it makes a big difference, massive difference. Like, because we know you, Kerry, like I know you're 100% genuine, like. But again, like if you see somebody that's just putting I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot, obviously, on Instagram and stuff. They put stuff out there, and you're like, yeah, you just after money or whatever, or
I always say, do your research. I mean, if I wanted to go to a psychic medium, I mean, I've got many people that I sit in circle with. So if I want to read, I go to them because I know them. But so I didn't have those guys. I would do my research on that psychic medium before spending my money. You know, go with reviews, go with word of mouth, etc., etc. Don't just go, oh yeah, I'll spend my X amount on have reading.
At Madame Zelda's Fortune Rama, like a quarter for 4 fortunes.
What was that one I had the other day? Like, was it $75 for like one reading by text? No.
Yeah, like come on now.
Oh yeah, T killed a bunch of animals this weekend.
Yeah, I know he's poloing it the weekend.
And it was funny. He sent a Marco Polo, and I was like, oh shit, is he gonna like slaughter chickens on the Polo? Because the knives are all set up. The blood thing was there. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it, but is he really gonna do this?
It's pretty brutal.
He did not. He did not.
I got quite worried when he did post it. I was like, oh.
Yeah. T, if you do end up doing that, don't put it on a group one. Send it to me. Send it on a private one.
I don't want to see nothing like
that. Definitely not. What we got? All right, let's get it. Let's see what else they got on this one. Then. So this dude, what's he got?
Yeah, this is the one where the ball it rolls down the hallway. They're trying to talk to apparently a kid that's in this. I think it's a psych ward or something.
Yeah,
psych wards are messed up, dude.
Oh yeah,
I can't even imagine the energies at those places.
Well, that's
not the energy that's left
either a psych ward or a school.
Oh no! Somebody doesn't pay for YouTube Premium. That sucks.
Yeah, that's
YouTube Premium. $12 a month.
That was at Waverly Hill Sanatorium, which was I was at earlier this year.
Yes, you were. Do you know Larry Edwards?
No.
You just know everybody. I was like, they probably
everybody.
That was I could tell. Is
that a bowling ball?
It's just one of the.
That's a rubber ball.
Just a rubber ball.
Okay.
Like the ones you see in Walmart, they're in stacks.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I remember from that is that they often usually would have like toy balls on the top floor because that was where the playground section was. So that's like where kids played, and because obviously because kids played there, they put toys and they put like rubber balls and stuff, and a lot of times they get moved around.
If you could throw this ball back, I won't be as scared.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's
I laugh if this kid throws it back and cracks him in the head with it.
Hey, Tui.
That was brilliant.
I can just hear it, and I'm like, I'm good on that.
Yeah, it's just a ball bouncing down the hallway, and then they don't hear it anymore, and then they go look for it.
Dude, yeah, psych wards. I'm good on that.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is like the energy that's left behind from the.
That's the whole thing. It's like when we were talking to Wes, I believe it was Wes Coleman out of Connecticut, or I'm sorry, Canada, and he was the CEO. And the thing had come up about energies, just like residual energies at prisons, and like just institutions in general.
Yeah,
I think are just because you have a lot of it. It's probably a very manic energy, and that's really bothering me that those are doing that.
Right.
But yeah, it's crazy. I wouldn't go to a sanitarium.
Well, places like that have like negative energy attached. Not negative, like demonic negative, but like negative.
Well, no,
but just like bad experience for whoever was there.
Yeah,
and they're very unsettled with what happened.
What was the energy like there, Nick? Because somewhere I've always wanted to go. Was it spooky?
Being there twice, it definitely is. It's a really interesting location. Again, definitely one of my all-time favorites. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, there's definitely a very eerie feeling throughout the building, and considering how large it is, honestly, the best way I could describe it, it's almost cave-like in a way. So, there definitely is a creepy atmosphere in the building. I mean, and you can sure understand why it probably has that appearance of it being haunted, because it's just this hulk of a building that just stands there shrouded in the trees up on a hill, and it's just so isolated, so dark.
Right,
So definitely, I mean, again, I would have to say that's probably one of the top 10 favorite locations for me to go to.
So when you walk in, Nick, is it a very heavy feeling? Like, can you almost feel that?
Yeah,
shit?
can you sense the energy from outside to inside?
Yeah,
Probably I did actually. Now I did the first time I went over a decade ago, back when I was 17. Of course, I was probably more sensitive to it back then, so I think it was much more heavier when I was there back in 2010.
Phew.
It'd have been less done then as well.
Not this guy.
I've heard a theory before actually as well with sanatoriums and that, and these asylums and stuff as well. Obviously, people that have mental illnesses, I've heard the theory before doing demonology and that negative spirits and demons can latch onto that because of their weak mental state, and they can, and that's why places like that can be more highly haunted, because these spirits found it easier to torment them. Yeah, and you find a lot of these people, a lot of people that do have these mental disorders, they do say that they see people, or they're getting tormented by somebody, and a lot of times they're not lying; they are telling the truth. But we just think, they've got something wrong with them. No, they're more than likely telling the truth.
Absolutely,
which is quite scary to think of.
Yeah, I'll review it, T-Bone. Send him. I'm sorry. It's a food thing. I just found out, but it's a fresh chicken that I'm being donated. I'm sorry. I quit. No, you know what? I think I'm getting fired after this show, so it doesn't matter anyway.
What are you talking about? You're already fired.
Listen, the only person that hasn't been fired yet is Kerry.
Well, that's because Kerry we can't fire Kerry.
No, she'll know about it before it happens. That's why.
Yeah, I know. Well, not only that, she's the good one.
If I fire Kerry, he's going to save her.
Yeah, right.
What's this one?
That one's pretty crazy because he's in an attic at that point.
Can we do a show on the Winchester Mansion sometime?
Oh yeah.
So
is that the one in England? Because that's where I've been, I think. Winchester.
No, it's in America. It was there was
Winchester House.
Yeah, the Winchester House or something like that.
We are hopefully going to go there when we come and see you guys. We're going to go to the Winchester House as well.
That's gnarly. Yeah, I think that's a good show idea right there. That's just me.
So when you watch this clip, you're going to see from the left-hand side and the top, you'll see either a bug or an orb, but then you'll see a guy walking right there.
Shit!
I didn't see that.
It's like a black shadow right behind the lamp.
Yeah, go back. I got to see.
Investigation by Gypsy Paranormal.
Ready?
So you see the orb.
Where are we looking?
Right where that lamp is, where the Tom had the cursor.
There's a guy stood here.
Ooh.
That's the head.
But he walks away.
Oh!
Whoa!
I'll play it slower.
Oh!
Yeah, you can try and slow it down because the camera's all over the place. But yeah, I mean, again, that could just be a person dressed in black.
Yeah, I thought it was just a
could be, but it's a steady shot, so that's why I'm a little more inclined to buy into it.
You saw the orb on the top.
Yeah.
So
when he
I
pans,
thought it was a genuine person. I didn't think it was a ghost at first. They're here. That's a person. That's a person in a hoodie.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
in a hoodie.
It could be. Yeah, go back to Oh,
I reckon.
Yeah, there you go.
In a hoodie.
Yeah.
Because you can see it over their head,
head
down.
Yep.
That looks quite dodgy. That one. Look, they've got their head down.
It looks like a person, right?
You can even see the toggles on the hoodie there.
Yeah, it's kind of
That-
transparent in a way.
From their description, nobody was in the building before and after because they locked themselves in.
Right.
So nobody was supposed to be in the building. It was all checked out. There was only him and I think another person there.
Can't see any legs. Or was
That's
that
what I was looking for.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Well, there's a lot of
it's
stuff that he's
kind
walking
of,
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of transparent.
Yeah, because this is all stuff here.
Right.
You won't be able to see his legs.
It is sort of transparent.
It's almost like he's got a gray hoodie on. You see
Yeah,
so
'cause it
much
stands
body
out a
and,
little
like,
bit,
value
yeah.
to the body.
Where did he disappear to, though? Does he just go
There could
behind?
be a set of stairs behind that wall. If you look to right
He's still
behind
there,
that
he's
lamp,
still
there's a
here.
wall there that could just stairs can go down.
That's where he is at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's some like haunted house stuff like you would set up when you're
Yeah.
doing a haunted house for Halloween. Just to
This
scare
like-
the crap out of somebody.
Is this like in a garage or an attic of some sort?
This is at
I'm
like
sure
I think it's like a steel mill or something, like it was like an old mill.
Well, it's
It
more
was
like a
supposed to be
storage area.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, what's the upstairs of it? Yeah,
with
So,
that
like
as
an
well,
attic.
like
kind of.
that's so clear. You would have seen that on the camera. And why
Yeah.
didn't he keep his camera on it? The camera went off of it to such an angle that the guy could have easily disappeared.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of shit will catch your eye so easily.
Yeah.
when he's walking off.
Well, you got to remember what he's taping in right there is night vision. So he physically with his eyes can't see anything.
Right.
He's just
Oh, that's
looking
true.
at the
Yeah, he's
camera.
going
He's looking
off.
at the screen versus
Yeah.
what's directly in front of him.
Yeah. What are we on? Quarter to. I'll do another one on here, and then we'll get on to. I've got some UFO.
Yeah.
Marty.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're good. These are just you don't have to do all 5. It was just that one with the crypt. It was like kind of like, but then
that was
I
pretty
remember
cool.
the flashlight thing.
I
Right,
love
we've got
these.
some UFO ones for you.
Yeah, these are fun. I like doing these videos.
Yeah.
Is it on mute? Hello?
No, I was going to say, I don't think it's on mute, but I don't think it matters. I don't think there's any
That
sound.
looks like a double-bladed helicopter, but you just
Oh,
can't
that's
see the blade.
Yeah, that's a
I
little
thought-
bit.
That does look like that, doesn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
the video is real because obviously it's done with military radar and
It's a military.
FLIR. Yeah, it's done with FLIR footage, but you can tell it's got points on each end, so it looks like it's a military like a double-bladed helicopter.
And now this is the same footage, but in color.
Oh, okay.
You can't see it though.
No.
I think
Well,
it's
you
like a
can
little
see it
white
a little
dot.
bit, but it's just like a white dot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's a lot
really
more,
weird.
isn't it? No,
Is it because it's zoomed out?
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. They might zoom out. Ah,
The other one was zoomed
Then
out.
I've seen things like that with airplanes, depending on the height of the airplane. Like if it's going, like when the sun's going down, sometimes the sun will reflect, it gets really bright, and then all of a sudden it disappears because it's so far away. The only time you see the actual object is when the sun's reflecting off of it. After
Yeah.
it passes through that little sunspot, it disappears like it just went out of nowhere. But it was just a plane. That was weird.
That was weird.
Yeah.
How it blinked like that.
Yep.
well, hang on. What's going on here? This is the same footage, I think. Have I got this in half speed again or something? No.
Nah.
No, it's because it's in color. You can't see it. It blends in with the blue and the white in the background.
That is weird, that one. All right, let's see what. And then, yeah, it's so clear on.
That's a heat
thermal.
signature or a cold signature, one of the two.
It's
I
like
don't know
a-
what it's in.
That'll be
That's
heat.
kind of like what I
Yeah.
got.
No, cold, sorry.
Yeah,
Black,
cold.
cold, white heat.
Yeah, it's like a night vision, similar to night vision thermal camera. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty much
Yep.
that's pretty much what I have. I got one of those, not one of the large ones, those FLIR cameras that you could add.
Yeah.
You can
Yep.
click onto your phone, but it acts like a real thermal camera.
Oh, that's
So
now
actually pretty
that-
cool. I didn't even know they
That
had
looks
those.
like the Tic
Oh, where'd
Tac
you get that
UFO.
from, Nick?
Oh, this is
That
quite cool.
was
This is
from
like gas coming out the back.
can't remember where that was from. That was given to me as a Christmas gift, and they're like the cheapest thermal cameras you can get. They are only about $150, $200.
Yeah, this is the one that has the
Really
gas that emits out of the back of it.
They're really cheap now, and there is one other handheld type of thermal camera that its price is dropping, which I think now that's about I would say $3,000, $4,000 Well, actually, no. What am I saying? I have the link right here. There's one you can actually get at spiritshack.co, which is actually it's a UK website. They're only selling it for £200. So,
all right.
Just like, in other words, for us, $200.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, what is the quid pound translation?
Hey?
Is it?
B?
It's about $1.50 to the pound. Roughly.
Yeah, 1.5, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. Roughly.
So a quid and a pound aren't the same thing.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, quid and a pound. Yeah.
Wait,
So
why do you have two
it's
names for the same thing?
Because
it's like us saying $1 and a buck.
We use squid as well. A couple of squid.
I don't
See,
know, but squid, where's tuna?
See, I'm not smart with all these different money, things involving money. I try to keep up, but it's always so confusing for me.
It's not.
I will do Chantel before we finish. I will.
Yeah, she said some link.
Yeah, no, I'll bring up.
Yeah, apparently quid is a pound, too. I did not know that either.
Quid is a pound. Quid is a
There's
squid.
only one thing that I can equate to this video. It's either UFOs or Chinese lanterns. I don't know what else it's going to be.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
Because they actually, there was an episode of Deadliest Catch where the guy turned off his AIS so he couldn't be recognized on the position in the ocean and was near one of his buddy's boats, turned all his lights and shit off in the middle of the night, and then threw up a bunch of Chinese lanterns.
Oh,
the guy was freaking out thinking they were UFOs, and then he turned his lights on, screwing with them. So it can 100% happen.
All these people are filming.
I'm fine.
Good.
You good, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. The whole damn thing.
Nick's still alive.
I'll explain it just a second. But nothing's broken.
Yeah, but I don't know what they're filming. That's the thing. It could be a blimp. It could be anything. It's just so small. That's fake. 100% CGI.
Come on.
That's CGI.
What did somebody just trace over space?
That's like something from freaking Men in Black.
Please.
Independence Day.
Like fucking missile commander.
Right now, because I knocked the mouse out. Damn it.
Galaga.
I've seen that.
Oh, that's so real, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Come on.
Are you trying to tell me if that actually happened, it wouldn't be on the news?
What? Do you know what I mean? Right. Oh my God.
That's the best one.
And look, there's a ton of them apparently. Did you see the lights converging at the top at the end?
Legit. This one is
it's for fake. Yeah.
This one is a small object that it tracks. This is over a military base.
Okay.
After it moves over the military base, it goes over the water and then dives in the water, but there's no splash like Tom I was telling you earlier. So they capture it. It looks like right there. It looks like a drone, but it's a ball.
It's a fruit fly.
And that's moving at some speed. That is.
Yeah.
So now watch after they'll track it for a bit over the base because this is I believe it's from an airplane. So they're tracking this thing over the base, and then as it leaves, you can see the coastline. It goes over the water and then goes in the water, but it never makes a splash. Yeah.
Oh, that thing is hauling out.
It's changing shape as well.
It looks a bit like a helicopter.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
And you can kind of see that. You can kind of see the halo around it.
Yeah, the bubble doodle around it. Yeah.
Watch when it gets to the coast and it just disappears in the water. It's insane. This one's one of the more legit videos.
Mm.
And
it takes a minute. You'll see the coastline run from the bottom left to the top.
Captured by the
Would they
military.
shoot it down?
And it's tiny.
If it was going over an airspace, would they not shoot it?
You'd have thought so, yeah.
What would you say?
Over airspace, you would, yeah, definitely.
Whoa.
It could be something they're testing and they're just watching how it operates.
Could be.
It could be their own.
We don't know what our military are actually capable of. They've got all sorts of crazy shit out there.
They might know what it is and think.
Boop. Then there it is, and there it goes. And
No. That just it disappeared. Like it just they couldn't pick up the tracking on it for some reason. It just keeps blinking in and out. There's the water. It's still kind of tracking it. You see it coming in and out of the water. Now they zoom in on it.
See, okay.
It's a different shape now, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, and it's gone.
Oh yeah.
And boom goes it down.
Go straight in the ocean.
That's the underwater.
No
tic-tac.
splash. They can see it. It's just under the surface. You'll see it pop in and out
That's crazy.
because it's still tracking the speed and the trajectory that it was going.
The Navy videos are the most compelling to me. Yeah, well,
That
that's
is nuts. That is nuts. That is
yeah,
crazy.
that's insane.
What was I going to say?
But again, too, you're just like a skeptic from like the paranormal videos. It could be our stuff. I mean, we've got all these military videos with all the stuff out there. Then you got a guy like Bob Lazar that said that our military was working on this.
Yep.
You know, in 1989. You know what I mean? So how if
Thank
he
you,
was telling the truth, and we had that technology back then, why would we not be testing that as a secret project now? Even Stephen Greer talks about this. You know what I mean? He talks about all the stuff that's actually out there. That's like most of the government stuff that we're getting now is just disinformation. It's to get you to sway a different direction to get you away from the truth.
Oh, move, Marty! I just saw your UFO doodle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that thing is so freaking cool.
That is cool. I want one of them.
I do too, so badly. Look how freaking cool this thing is.
We all need it.
I know we do. Although it's the best for Marty.
Oh,
guys. So really, really quickly. So
Hefty,
you guys,
you will die.
You guys are probably wondering what the hell just happened with me. Was I still don't know really, to be honest, but I was moving my chair back, and all of a sudden I start feeling the chair move a little bit back forward, so I was actually about to fall. So I had to catch myself quickly, but
Oh, Jesus.
my leg got caught. My leg got caught underneath the part of the table where it holds the
see glitching
keyboard,
again.
Yeah.
and it knocked the whole thing.
Nick, you
It's
glitched, dude.
the UFO. It's probing them.
The UFO is probing Nick. That's amazing.
Bro,
Did you guys hear that, or
Some of
Am I
it.
glitching?
Yeah.
you did,
Yep.
yeah.
You're glitching, dude.
17-year USAF vet. Thank you for your service, Oji-san.
Wow, yeah, bloody hell. 17 years.
Wow.
A story about a black triangle. Wow. If you could drop us that in before we finish, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put that on the show. If not, definitely message Marty. His links are below
Hello,
in the
Nick.
description.
Yeah, you can send it right to the UFO page. I would love this. I would love to see that.
Yeah, please message him about that, Oji-san. We'd love to hear about it. So I've got Chantel's video, the Meteor.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, no, Marty's getting probed tonight.
Nick is, he's
What?
disappeared.
What?
Yeah. It's quite a short one. Oh, okay.
That's not a meteor.
No, that's
Meteors don't blink. That was
Oh, that's
blinking.
fine. That I've seen
That was
before.
moving crazy fast.
Wait, play that
Yeah,
again?
I lost connection.
I was too busy watching a better show than this one.
Well, you
No,
got
I'm
the
just kidding.
seagull that's on
What
top of
happens
the
in this
water.
video?
I'm only
Oh, it's in
teasing.
Lake Michigan.
So it's here. But do you know what that is? That's I've seen this before. When stuff re-enters, you can see it breaking up, and you can see pieces coming off of it. You see how it's flashing, and there's pieces behind.
Yeah.
It's like breaking up.
I mean, yeah.
That's still
One of the
beautiful,
hardest
though. I mean,
things
it's
with some
like,
of these videos
that's
is-
really cool. I mean, it's
Yeah.
still an astral thing.
Well, that's what
I'll
they
watch
say
the
a lot
video.
about with the UFO is it's almost like if you were to take the way that they travel is they fold space time in front of them. So if you were to take a piece of paper and you were to fold it a bunch of times
Yep.
and then draw a line with a pencil, when you open that up, you're going to have a bunch of dashes. And that's why you see the blinking as it's moving through space. It's actually just blinking the whole time.
Yeah, that
When
makes
it's
sense.
really not moving the way you're seeing, it's moving completely different.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love all this, especially like UFO stuff, because there's almost anything you can think of could be real.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Just
The
like,
UFO
it's the same thing as
UFO
paranormal.
stuff
I
is
mean,
fun. I mean, they're both really awesome. But the UFO stuff is just, it's like, because you see that shit all the time, especially with like satellites and everything.
Yeah.
These days, like, is it a satellite? Is it a UFO? I don't know, so that makes it a UFO.
well, it's
But now it's like a
unidentified, right?
UAP now,
Yeah.
or whatever, right? Like, there's like another acronym
Yeah,
for
there-
it. So
yeah,
it's like,
UAP.
yeah, if you don't know what it is, it's automatically a unidentified flying object. You know,
Right.
So, I don't know.
Oji-san, send me a message on our Facebook page if you're on it. If not, drop it in the chat, and I'll bring that up now before we finish. Definitely
Yeah,
want to
because I
see
gotta
it.
hop off here in a couple minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
that was just.
I gotta go do dinner.
See, I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
He's
I didn't hear anything
Whitney's
about
it.
this. I'm actually surprised I haven't heard anything about this particular video because considering that I'm literally only like 20 minutes away from Lake Michigan, we would have heard about that immediately.
I don't,
Holy
that was-
shit! Morgan just scared the fucking. Oh my god! She just like came in from the side and scared the hell out of me.
Dude,
was
you
like,
know
yo,
I got
Mark-
Look at
shadow.
my hair.
You know I got shadow
was gonna
figures
say
in my
if you had
house,
hair.
dude.
Oh my god, it looks good, Morgan. But good god, you gave Uncle Adam a heart attack, girl. Oh,
I didn't cut it. It was just
oh that's
where I'm going yet.
Oh yeah.
No, we haven't.
Just so good, yeah, Oji-san, if you have got time, send it us, dude, and we will bring that up. What else before we go? You said you got to go in a minute, Marty, have you?
Hey guys.
Yeah, like 5-10
After
minutes.
you-
Yeah, no worries, dude. No worries, dude. We'll be finishing up very soon.
Nick will let you have a turn. Share the probes. That's right. It's the people's probes.
Share the pros.
Let's just make sure to wipe them in between,
Oh, no.
applications, shall we say?
Careful.
not
This
playing.
show is going so well. We're staying on top like 90% of the time.
I know, we was doing really well, weren't we?
We're doing really good.
We were.
Yeah, I know. Good job, Adam. Good job, Adam. You were
It's usually his fault.
Send the link in the
I always
Facebook.
do.
worries,
It's that
I always
scary man
do.
behind Nick that's scaring me.
dude. Which person did you send it to, Oji-san?
Oh, that's it. No, it's just my buddy behind me.
He might have sent it to your Facebook page.
Is that? I've got one, but I don't know if that's you because it's a totally different name. I don't know if I should click it.
Back it up anyway. Let's have a look.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Right.
That is
So,
true, Chantel.
That's true. I was just going to say
all
that's
fronts
very
here
true.
vaccinated, so COVID
Yeah.
compliant too.
Yes, that's true. You will not get COVID from probing.
So this is
Fauci told me so.
I believe him.
your video, Oji-san. So we're going to check this out now before we finish.
Don't want to hear another one of my stories. As you can tell by the thumbnail and the description and all that stuff, this is about the time.
It is from Jimmy. That's it. Who's Jimmy?
Oh, okay, yeah. It was from Jimmy, so yeah, I'm on the right one.
Over our house.
Okay, that was pretty awesome.
That is pretty cool. I love
Whoa.
the intro.
That's pretty freaking awesome. All right.
Telling me that my wife, Marcia Bell,
Turn it up.
is
2
the
seconds.
biggest X-Files, Unsolved Mystery, alien freak that you've ever seen. As a matter of fact, I took her to Roswell a couple years ago just because she's always wanted to go there. So, and that was a pretty fun trip. You can find it. I got a big long video about going there. But anyway, long story short, we were hanging out. This was about, I don't know, somewhere in the 2010s. My son-in-law Michael was just my daughter's boyfriend at the time, and I'll get back to him in a minute. So they weren't there. It was me and some of my kids in Marcedale. We were hanging out, and at the time, my mom was living right across the yard from us. Like I had her house right next to our house, and we were out there hanging out, and I had gone to Mom's house for some reason, and as I was walking back from Mom's house to our house, I just looked up, and there was a giant black triangle in the sky, and it was just kind of cruising slowly and silently over the house. And when I say a giant black triangle, I mean like it covered up most of the sky, and it didn't make a sound. And
Shit.
I, to this day, could give a crap if anybody believes it or not, but because I saw it. And I had been drinking, but I hadn't been drinking that much.
Me too, buddy. That don't mean shit.
Exactly.
Up to her to see it, so I hauled ass in the house, and I got her up, got her outside, and it was gone. Like it was gone. And she was so mad. I think she's still to this day mad at me. We'll hear from her at the end of this video. But this is what it looked like. This is just my artist representation of it. It's not a photograph. It's just what I reinterpreted as.
Yeah, he drew it.
So this is what it looked like.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a typical.
Now, Marty, weren't you telling me when I was with Andy? Weren't you telling me to ask him about the triangle UFOs or something like that?
Yes. Yep.
Because he never told me. He's a bastard. he never told me.
Yeah,
I bought it up when we were looking for beer, and we didn't find any. So maybe he was pissed. So he didn't tell me. But I never heard the story. The story.
It used to be the discs. You know what I mean? That's the name Flying Saucer because of I can't remember what his name was. But the first reported UFO sighting was from a pilot that saw a fleet of
SR-71 Blackbird for the first time and was like, "Oh, it's a UFO."
Yeah, those are crazy, right? So I mean, anytime somebody saw the stealth bomber, I mean, that doesn't look like an airplane. So I mean, that would look like a UFO, but you know, it went from discs to black triangles. Yeah. Now, I think we had talked about this before with the Belgian wave is when the black triangles first started showing up, and that's where there's video footage. I can't find it. I don't know if it's been released, but there's one like a snippet from the video that has a black triangle that has 3 red lights, one in each corner, and then a white light in the center of it. And apparently that's how it's powered, is through whatever that white light is in the center.
It's almost like
that to black triangles.
It's almost like it's like different civilizations visiting us, because like different
it could be, because you got to remember something. Let's go back to when we had the cars that were the really old school, like 1940s.
No power steering, fucking roll down windows.
Now we got Teslas. So what's to say that they didn't advance? That's just a newer model of their old vehicle. It could be the same thing, or it could be a different civilization.
And
or it could be our military. Who knows?
Exactly, you don't know. And like Oji-san said there as well that he's guarded many stealth aircraft in his time, and like I'd assume that you're obviously trained to recognize almost any aircraft in military use across the world, because it's your job. You're part of the USAF. Even like when I was in the army, you're trained to recognize any type. So in times
you're a trained observer.
It's like T was in the army. Yeah, same deal. He probably, and Tom, me too. He'd probably all tell you the same thing.
Well, especially, I mean, a lot of what he was describing. That's to say, there's a lot of cases out there when it comes across things like this. The sheer size of it shouldn't be able to fly. That's where again we pull out the whole phone thing. Like in a situation like he looks up, he sees this thing. You're so mesmerized by what you're seeing that you don't think about anything else. You're trying to process what you're looking at, because any airplane that you see in the sky has sound. Helicopters has sound. Anytime people see UFOs, no sound at all. And
and it's funny, even with helicopters and planes, you hear them before you see them.
Yeah.
And it's never in the same. Yeah, but that's the one thing I've heard about UFOs is you see them, don't hear them.
Yeah. They're always silent.
We'll quickly finish this video, and then because you got to get yourself off, Marty, haven't you?
Yeah. Yep.
We'll finish this for you, dude, and then obviously you can get yourself off.
I told you about my son-in-law, Michael.
Not literally, but you know.
Yeah. Him and Brittany, my daughter, was on a date. B-Knuckle, for y'all that hang out on my channel. Michael and B-Knuckle.
Pull on me the story, T.
And,
yes, T, we want to hear that, man. Save that one for us, please.
And I had not brought this up because, we were still kind of, I was still kind of almost in shock at what I'd seen, but I hadn't brought it up. And Michael was sitting there all quiet, and then he's like, he asked me if I believed in UFOs, just out of the blue. And I was kind of like, what? And so he proceeded to tell me that as they were driving the back roads over here, that guess what? They saw a giant black triangle in the sky.
It's funny. It's always the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
And that's when you know, when someone else like substantiates your or validates your story. It's like, oh yes, thank God I'm not nuts or whatever.
Yeah. You do doubt yourself.
That's my one and only UFO story. And, I call it a UFO because I feel like it was probably just some kind of a jet.
I think there's something wrong with my thing. It's freezing.
Yeah, I'm just sitting still. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with the video.
There's nothing.
Something's going on here.
Yeah, that's a basic description. Like,
no, I'll tell you what. Here, stop it. This will be perfect. Stop it here. If you want to see the rest of the video, go check out Oji-san's channel.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go.
Oji-san as well. So I'll be checking out the rest of your stuff, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what a lot of these military guys, they look at it and they're trying to rationalize it, and if they don't work in certain departments or branches of the military, they don't know what they have. Because I mean, it's like technology. They're working on technology now that's 10 years advanced of what we have in our hands.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same thing, if not further, with the military, with airplanes and all the other stuff. So
yeah, exactly.
Who knows what they actually have out there and what they're testing?
Exactly. You just don't know. And they like you say, everything coming forward now, there's tons of stuff they don't tell us.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And especially like Oji-san said, he worked in the Air Force. That's where you see the most shit, I feel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're in the air.
Yeah. Some of the most highest people in the military don't even know half the shit that goes on.
Yeah.
Like there's secret stuff that hardly anybody knows about.
Well, that's where you see people like Lou Elizondo, Tim McMillan. You see all these guys that are like, they've worked for the government. They can't disclose everything they know. There's certain things they can because of the Non-Disclosure Act and stuff like that. There's certain things that are classified, certain things that aren't. So there's certain things they could talk about, but the one question that they're always asked, is there stuff there that if the public knew about it would blow their mind? And all their answers are the same. You have no idea.
100%. Oh, 100%.
You have no idea the amount of shit that's actually out there. And the public's only getting just a taste, and that's it.
Exactly. But Oji-san, please, obviously Marty is your man mainly for UFO stuff.
Yeah, I'll be checking out his channel, and definitely get a hold of me.
Please, get a hold of him, and definitely, like when we do a UFO show on again, Oji-san, please come on. We want to know some more stuff, especially.
I'm interested to hear T's story too. I've known him literally his entire life, and I've never heard this story.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
is it a UFO story?
Yeah.
All right, I'll stick around for a couple more minutes for that one.
No, he's not doing it. No, he's not doing it now. He's going to polo it. So.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll be for another day. Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'd love to eventually. I'd love to have him and Tui on the show. I think they would both. They would have a lot to add as far as like stories and information and just general knowledge wise.
And me and T have got to do our US versus British military on your channel at some point, Hefty.
Oh, that's gonna have to happen. Yeah, that's gonna have to happen. And Nick, I don't know what is going on with you, bro. You're like turning half ghostly.
I don't know what's going on with it, but
we love you too, T.
It literally looks like, you know what? It's kind of weird. It looks like I actually am wearing a mask on. But hey, I've done this before. Check this out. It's like I'm trying to take my face.
Oh, I was like, oh yeah, wait, is he really gonna do that? Because that would be awesome. You saw it on Tom and Amy Paranormal Mysteries first. Holy mackerel! Holy shit!
I feel like hints could be right there. Sign frequent volcanoes. They tolerate heat. Then the molten plants could be where they are. We can't get close.
Well, not with that attitude, you can't. Gotta be positive.
Obviously, I know, Marty, you've got to get yourself.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get going here. I gotta get dinner cooked and
I gotta get going too.
Yeah, and I gotta get going so I can finish up the last story.
Nick, I wanted to show you, buddy. Rowdy
Gorilla
Roddy
Glue?
Pipers, all out of bubblegum soda, buddy.
Yeah.
Look at that. There you go. Anybody who hasn't seen the movie They Live, go out and watch it. It's oh, you got the alien snot? Nice.
Alien snot soda.
So we have a peanut butter and jelly soda at work. I'm just saying.
Really?
Yeah. I'll send
Did I miss that?
Dude, not me.
Yeah,
Not me.
weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Who do you think bought it in? Spencer.
You guys are just
Spencer's, of course.
They're
Yeah.
not right, are they?
Always-
So-
They
I'm
buy
gonna put
everything.
I'll put the picture up in the Facebook Messenger, the group Facebook Messenger.
No worries.
All right, you know what, Mont? Adam,
thank
I
you,
actually got
Oji-san.
something I got to show you quickly too, since you know
Ooh.
you and Adam. Well,
All right, listen. Before you guys do that, I'm gonna duck off. I gotta go. I gotta get stuff to do.
Marty, have a good
I'm
one.
not
buddy.
sure. No, I've got a lot of stuff to do. It's getting a little.
All
bit.
right,
brother.
take care, Marty.
All right, love you guys, and I'll
Look,
talk to
brother,
you
have
later.
a good night at work, Marty.
All right, man.
See you later, Marty.
Later.
So, Adam, here's what I'm going to show you because
Yes, sir.
I wish it was damn real, but this is as close as I
Is
get
he
to
good?
real.
Is he gone? Good. Fuck that dude, Marty. No, I'm just playing.
So, damn it,
Oh no,
damn
Todd,
screen's
isn't
too
it?
bright. Was
Going to the light, Caroline. If it's your browser history, I can guess.
no, it's not that at all. Here we go.
Oh shit!
No one needs
Gorilla,
to
what is that? Is that
Gorilla
Gorilla Glue?
Glue.
Oh, I thought it was Gorilla Glue flavored soda. I'm like, stop it.
That
Stop.
would
I
be
probably
surprised
taste
you,
it.
Americans.
Oh my god! If that would taste just horrible.
Can you imagine that? Oh my
Gorilla
god.
Glue flavored
Oh,
juice, soda, that just sounds horrible.
Oh.
PB&J soda only in America.
All right, guys. We'll quick fire 2 questions and then we'll get off because I know
That
we've got
works.
stuff to do and it's very late here. Bless you, Kerry.
Yeah, thank you, Kerry. Especially with the long day you've had with the the hair and everything. You know.
I've got it yet to come, madam.
All right. This show always takes a turn. Oh my god.
Here we go.
All right. In what percentage of married couples is the wife taller than the husband?
Oh,
Ooh, I'm gonna say
Ooh,
like
that's nice.
5.
It's not often.
No,
Women
I was gonna
hate
say
being
usually.
taller.
Yeah, some of them don't. I've seen some real alien looking type chicks come in with some small dudes, and I'm like,
But don't they feel like they're with their son or something or like
weird. I don't know. Well, I mean, couldn't the same be said about like dudes that go in with like small chicks? I don't know. I'm gonna go less. I can't give a specific number. I'm gonna say less than 10%. I'm just gonna say less.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that too. Because I'll tell you this right now, my old job that I used to work at, I used to work with this guy who he used to work in I didn't work in the same department. He worked in a photography section, and then like right around the new year, we always had like this special party that went on with our work, and that's like everybody brought their spouses, their girlfriends, boyfriends, and he brought his
is like 3 or 4 inches taller than I am. I'm sorry.
He brought his girlfriend in, and I was like, "That's her." It's like, wow, she's tall. So yeah, you don't say 6'1". You know what, Chantel? Let me tell you something. I'm actually the same height. I'm 6'1".
Oh.
Hey, there you go.
I'm shorter, so that means like what? Me and Chantel are engaged, right? I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Everyone's marrying Chantel tonight.
Oh boy.
I say 25.
25, yeah. Hefty, you're almost bang on. It's 4%.
Oh.
See, my first guess was what, 5%?
Yeah, they're just a number over.
Yeah.
No, that
That's
makes 2 of us because I said
Just
I was
'cause-
going with you on that.
I know a lot of women, like all the girlfriends I've ever had, have been shorter than I am, and I'm
sorry.
I'm 5'10", and so I'm not the tallest guy in the world. I'm
Amy said
sorry,
to me that
but
if we met, if
that
she
I,
was
that
taller,
girlfriends,
we
the
would
girls
work.
have had to go out with me. Yeah, me too. I apologize to all
I'm
of them.
6'10". I'm really, really tall.
What'd she say? You're 6'3"?
I'm 6'10". I'm really tall.
You're 6'10".
You're 6'10".
You're not 6'10".
You're 6'10".
I'm a giant.
Is that
I slightly believed that for a few seconds until I worked it out.
T sent the polo. T, the initial, hold on. T, it was just real quick. It was what percentage of married couples? What is it where the woman is taller than the man? I'll just give T a second to answer that. He was telling his story on Polo. That's why he missed out. So I'll give him just a second. But
I understand you can never drink too much, bro.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
Miracle Grow, Chantel.
Yeah, Miracle Grow. Okay, T didn't answer. T, the answer was, what did we say? 4%? 4%. I gave him a chance. He was probably busy typing and he's like, God damn it.
Oh, there you go.
38.
38. Okay, I gotta say something right now about
you're
what
wrong, bud.
Kerry, what I want what you're smoking.
Miracle Grow, Nick.
Oh my god! All right then.
That's no sage.
What Nick would
All
be
right,
like
last
drunk.
one.
He'd be brilliant, wouldn't he?
I would love to have a drink with Nick because he'd start laughing and I would piss my pants. That's how it would go.
He'd just be laughing the whole
In that
time.
order, it would be great. Okay, so last question. So
The only thing I won't do is a smoke. No smoke for me though.
I'll take care of you there, buddy. I'll smoke with you soon.
You'll smoke when you're not. And you
Me and
drink
Hefty
when
do
you're
that shit.
Oh yeah, me and Tom got you guys covered. Oh yeah. Okay, so final question.
In which country are the population least proud of their country?
Oh,
England. Definitely England.
oh boy.
Ow.
Dave's really proud, so he's 1% in England.
I don't know. I suppose we have English pride, don't we?
Yeah.
Dude, we have so many flags in our country. It's like, thank you for
you're very
reminding me. I almost forgot what country I was in.
Yeah, it's like
Until you see him.
corner. We got them like everywhere.
I know, they're everywhere. And I get it. It's like, yeah, America rules. We're awesome. Well, not as much as we used to, but we're still relevant, I guess. But it's like,
In every film, you've always got a flag. I'm surprised you two haven't got one in the background. There.
Oh, holy shit,
USA.
Phil, what's up, buddy?
I'm surprised you guys don't do the US national anthem every time you call the show, right?
No, we don't. It's sad.
No, we don't. We don't.
It's really sad.
No, I'm gonna say that's the least proud. I'm gonna say, dude, I don't. I can't. I was gonna say Italy, but that's not happening. Greece.
You know,
I'm gonna say
Chantel's
Greece.
saying not. I mean, South Africa.
South Africa. Okay, well, she would know. She lives there.
I'm gonna say, oh no.
Thanks for tuning in, Phil.
I was gonna say Russia, but then the Russians hate everybody.
Russians.
They think, not Russia.
Oh, I don't know. It's really hard.
I'm going South Africa. Chantel, she knows her stuff.
I'm just gonna say England because
I'm gonna have to go with the U.S. to be honest.
U.S. No. We're super
It was the one I
proud.
was thinking of. It is. The answer is Japan.
Japan.
Oh, because they're super humble. That makes sense. It's like, oh, you guys are like the technological headquarters of the world, and they're like, oh, so embarrassed. It's like, wait, no, what? No, you're good. They're just super humble and very like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then, guys. It's been a cracking show as always. Needed it after this week for sure. Thank you so much for joining us in the comments, guys. Oji-san, loving seeing you here tonight, and thank you so much for the video.
Real quick shout out to Everything Spicy too. That's Phil. That's my buddy Phil. You go check his channel out. This dude is not only a super cool dude, but eats super hot shit all the time.
Oh.
All the time, and has like super cool guests on and everything like that. A really solid dude. So go check his channel out too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely. Next week, I ain't got a freaking clue what we're doing, but we are planning a Halloween special.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that one.
We're waiting to hear back from Kurt. So the case for next week, we might be able to have him back on. Hopefully, we'll get Shane on too. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them.
Yeah, no worries. Loving all you guys in the chat again as always. It's awesome to see you guys there. You certainly make the show. Apart from that, I can't think. It's that late here. I ain't got a clue what's going on.
Well, stay tuned for more stories.
Yeah, more stories on Nick's channel. Buy stuff off of Kerry's Etsy shop. Check her out on Starseeds TV, YouTube.com. Check her out on Instagram, TikTok. Check out Tom and Amy where are you? Over there, Tom and Amy Paranormal Mysteries on YouTube, Instagram, and all that other fun shit. And I guess you can check out me if you're super bored. YouTube.com/FTV where I do stuff.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
You done yet? Just
Touche.
slow down. Slow down.
Touche.
Hefty.
We want to get there, but we don't want to get there alive.
Hefty, you definitely pull me out of the shit with that, man. Definitely. But yeah, no, love you all. We will be seeing you next week doing something, whatever, I don't know. But cheers, and Dave, happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Dave.
And Kerry, thank you so much for coming on. We love you all. See you later.
JBF
from Amy.
Ooh, she gonna get it. She gonna get it.